Hello and welcome to Matt's Rocks. This is going to be a canned intro. This is going to be on quite a few of my earlier videos. Wasn't sure if I was going to put them on YouTube or not, so I figured I'd better put something on the front of the video and something in the end of the video. So it'll be a canned intro, and then I'll record a canned outro, and I'll add them to the ones that I did when I first started doing this. I started making cabs just 3 and 4 at a time, and recording them all. And now going back through it, I'm going to have to shorten that up. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't plan on, I wasn't sure I was going to get any put on YouTube. I had to figure out the editing software and that type of stuff that I needed to get. Bought 2 new cameras, had to figure those out. Had to figure out my equipment because I haven't been doing this very long. So this is going to be the canned intro, and then I'll record the canned intro or exit outro. Thanks for your patience in my video editing incompetence for the time being. I'll get better. I did start. Finally learned how to zoom this camera, which I've got it on a little bit of zoom now, but I didn't know before, and I had it, the first few videos I had it sitting beside my cabin machine, and you couldn't see exactly what I was doing on the wheels because you were looking at them from a right angle to the face of the wheel. And I've since put up a tripod and got a ring light and all that good stuff, and I think I've gotten better at filming them or videoing the stuff, and because there's no film involved. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm going to try to leave them long enough, or leave them full length mostly when I can, because I know I didn't learn as much as I thought I would from the videos I was watching, because they always fast forwarded through the tedious process of grinding the stones down and polishing them, and that was part that I was having to learn on my own: what to take off, how to take it off, where to take it off, what to leave, what not to leave, that kind of stuff, But I figured I'd make some long ones and some short ones, and if you don't like the long ones, I can make a short one out of that long one. So I was going to make short and long out of both, depending on how long the one cab does per video. I'm just going to break them down into one cab, one stone, one cab per video that I do. Some of them I mounted. I've got a few videos I've already just now finished editing, and I started recording in March of last year, and so I've got it, and this is January of 2024, so I've got quite a few videos to catch up on. But like I said, some of those I did put an intro and outro on, so I'm not sure how many videos this is going to be on, but thank you for watching and your patience. And here's the video. Okay, today I'm going to cut 3 cabs. I trimmed them out on the trim saw yesterday, and I'm going to put this one on this gold backing, and I'm going to do this one. I'm going to put it on this gold backing. These are all agate. Not sure what kind of agate. I bought them at a rock shop. And then I'm going to put this one on this silver backing, pendant backing, and we'll go from there. I'm not sure, this is the first time I've made one to fit actually a pendant mount. I've done a few that I'm just going to glue on a bail. Still new at this, but here we go. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to pause this because I sure don't have my dopping sticks ready. Okay, I'm back. I didn't want to bore you with dopping these all up so that I could work on them. I already got them all dopped. They're almost cooled off enough yet. This one here is cooled off better than the others. The others aren't very far off. So I'm going to go ahead and start. First I'm going to grind out around the outside, stay a little bit outside my lines just to make sure, and then try to fit it in there and see what I'm doing, what I got. Looks like blood down in there. It's from the brown. Okay, I got it just a little bit outside the lines. Hopefully you can see them. Pretty light for a Sharpie. It's a fine point Sharpie, but I like the fine point better because it makes your lines a little bit easier to see. Got it the right shape. Let's see what it does. This one was going in the silver one. Well, let's see if it fits down in there yet. Hard to keep a hold of. Just a little bit more off of it. I'm going to go to the other wheel though, go to the 240 grit. So I don't need to take off as much now. Got to pay more attention to it being square against the wheel. Too, that might have been part of why it wouldn't fit. I may have been a little bit wider on the top edge. Pretty sure that's going to be the top edge. Tad bit. Maybe I just need to take it all the way to the line. Okay, I had to go find my flat bladed pliers, or flat pliers that don't have any teeth on them, because my ears are bent in just a little too far on one side of this. That's why it won't fit in there. That one's still moved in too far. There we go, just a little tweak. Now let's see what happens. Take a little more off that side. I'm just going to angle the whole bezel a little bit towards the top. I'm going to be knocking that top corner of it off anyway, so I got a thin enough cab to fold the ears over on, the tabs over on. It's fitting down in almost to at the bottom, but it's just a little bitty bit off. That's my towel. Well, I see why it won't go all the way down on that side. I think I'm good on that part of it. Now let's work on this next one. Get it knocked down where we want it. Well, let's just keep on the same stone until we're done. That way I won't have to come up with that much more editing. There it is. I knew I'd find it. Let's see how much of this I got to lean over. Millimeters. So 1/2 to 2. Thought I put that one at the wrong place. Took that right off. Yeah, I put it, instead of putting it 2 millimeters up, I put it 4 millimeters up, which is not where I want to be. That's all the longer my tab is 4 millimeters. Too high too. It's bad having shaky hands. Especially when you don't have enough of them. Okay, let's hope that'll stop me from getting too far down. I don't think it's going to matter much. Probably going to be easier the more I've got folded over, or sturdier the more I've got folded over. They were pretty stout. It felt pretty stout when I had to straighten them out. think I need to go to the next stone down. Down a size and grit here because I've got some quartz right here on this edge. It's wanting to chip. Not going to be that big of a deal because I can get it off of there. As long as I can get it off of there without chipping it further, I'll be fine. I hope you can hear this. I've not looked at any of this footage yet to see how well these mics do. Let's see how it fits in here now. How much we got to fold over on the not going to be enough. I think I'm going to have to come all the way down pretty close to the outside edge because I'm not going to be able to fold over any of that. Got to take more off. Hey, that's not the one I was wanting to grind on. Didn't even have any water going. Glad I didn't break the stone or chip out that edge that had the quartz in it. I think I've already ground off the quartz, but can't be positive yet until I look at it again. But I want to straighten out all those deep scratches that I just put back in it after taking them all out. Well, I didn't have them all out, but most of them. Just a little bit thicker on this side. Let me take some more of that off. Okay. Let's knock our scratches off. Or I should say our flat spots. Okay, let's see what we got now as far as clearance on our tines. That end's not down far enough yet. Hey, I think we can go to the next stone, or the next wheel. Here we go doing that again. Okay, let's give it just a tad bit more on there, just for the heck of it. Let's have a look at directions. There is a little bit of quartz in those lines from the fortifications. Little quartz pockets here and there. They're kind of leaving what looks like scratches. It may be inclusions, not scratches, but just not quite ready enough yet to shine enough to see scratches while it's dry. Okay, so those weren't quartz pockets that I was looking at, it's inclusions. And they're not scratches, it's just white inclusions. So I'm going to move on to the next stone. It's looking pretty darn good if I do say so myself. I've got a bad shoulder, so I can't clap myself on the back. For the first try on one on a dopstick that I'm putting in a piece of silver for a jewel or for a pendant is not too bad. The other ones I just basically took off everything that wasn't pretty. I did a couple that I did outline the cab and cut like that, but I need to get me some kind of I couldn't find any round cabs. That's what the ones I did, and I did a small thin oval ring type cab out of a piece of agatized jasper, but I couldn't find any good fittings for it. I think it'd have to be made at a jeweler's, or get a real ring to set it in. That I make a real ring to set it in. These were all like the stuff you get out of a bubblegum machine. That's Kingsley North. They're not really. And this is lapidary. It's rocks, not diamonds or precious jewels. So in order to get the expensive stuff, you gotta find an expensive retailer or supply warehouse or something where you can get it from. And I haven't found that yet. Still new. Ooh, cool. It's got a real good shine now. Hopefully that'll give you a good idea. I still got one more wheel to go. Getting into that dopstick against the bottom of the tray. It makes it sound like I've scraped something really bad, but it's just the dopstick on the metal in the bottom of the tray and the vibration from the wheel. Oh, a little bit of polish to that edge. Make sure there aren't no marks left on it. I think I ground it down past all the marks, but some of the marks might not have been in the right place. It might have been lower than where it was even with the rest of the ledges or bezel. Look at that shine now. Can you see it? Maybe not from there, but let me look at it through here too. I think it was iron that made the brown spots in there, so that's why I had a little spot that hadn't shined yet on the. That's where the brown color was coming from when I told you it looked like it was bleeding. Okay, that one's done. My golly. Looky there. Ain't that pretty. Let's show you what it looks like in the setting. Not going to sit in there quite right, but because it's still got that wax on the, or the dopping wax on the back of the stone that's not allowing it to seat right on the bezel. That one's done. I'll have work on another one, and then we'll stick this in the freezer and pop the cab off of there and put it in there and bend the bezel down. I think I forgot to mention this or show you this one when I got done with it. This is the smaller one. Well, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Matt's Rocks, and please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment, good, bad, ugly. It doesn't matter to me. Any comments I consider criticism, and criticism is good and constructive most of the time. If it's not, you just ignore it, or learn not to do what you're being criticized for. But and I also take any tips you can give me on what I'm doing wrong, what I might be doing right. It's a learning process, and I'm still learning. So thank you, and have a good day.